All right, this is going to be a good one in the heavyweight division. James Siekmann going up against Nate Burnard. James, how excited are you for you to be able to go up against Nate and see that there is a clear path for you to go after the man you are obsessed with, Damien DeBell?
I'm pretty excited. Honestly, I specifically asked not to fight anybody that had been knocked out before. So I'm not, because it hurts their stock more than it helps mine. He's got a good ranking, so I guess it'll help me there. But I wanted to knock out somebody that hadn't been knocked out before. I really wanted Dorian, if I wasn't able to get DeBell. So it is what it is. I just, it's not going to go well for Nate. It's going to be bad for him.
Well, I might have some breaking news you may or may not have known, but Nate actually won the coin toss. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, but I've expected him to win the coin toss. It doesn't matter to me one bit.
So you were planning for him to win. You're getting ready to take that first strike no matter what?
Yeah, I took the name of the Iron 2, and I figured they're going to want to showcase it.
Awesome, man. I mean, I love the confidence that you have in your skill set. We've seen what you were able to do on the show. Now getting you in front of a live audience, is there another level to your game we haven't seen with that energy from the crowd?
I can't say there's another level. I'm going to bring it like I brought it and keep my feet planted, and I'm going to drop him in one.
So that's your prediction. Round one.
Yeah, my prediction is 100% he's going down in one shot, unconscious, lights out.
Awesome, man. Have you been doing anything different since the show, or are you just training same old?
My training's a little bit different than some other people's. I've got a couple things that I do differently, but that I'm not willing to share. Okay. And it's just because, maybe when I'm done, I'll share them. But my training stayed pretty much the same since I got out of the show, except I hurt my I-band on my right knee. So I've cut my cardio out a lot. Like in June, I ran about 290 miles, and I really did some damage to my knee. So I had to take that easy. Other than that, my training stayed the same. I just cut out the cardio a little bit.
Gotcha. Where's your weight going to be for this one?
Between 245, 255.
Okay.
I was hoping to fight at 235, but my business took a little hit, and I did some stress eating, and I gained about 20 pounds in a week and a half.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know you watched the Nate interview. I know there's some things that you want to clarify. You say that aren't factually true. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So Nate had mentioned that I was talking shit about his family, but I never did. On Thanksgiving or on Father's Day, I was trolling him, and I was just saying that I was his daddy. And he was like, "Don't ever talk about my dad." And I'm like, dude, I'm not talking about your dad. I'm calling me your daddy. You know, mm-hmm. I made one for him, and I made one for Damien DeBell.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So,
I mean, you seem to be getting under the skin of people. Is that part of your tactic? Because, I mean, you seem to be a nice, easygoing guy. I know you do sales for a living, but those other heavyweights seem to have a problem with you.
Yeah, they're going to have a problem with me. They're going to continue having a problem with me. It's not something that I'm intentionally doing, but they're going to continue having a problem with me because I'm going to come in and I'm just going to wreck everybody I fight.
So you think they're afraid of you?
I don't know if they're afraid of me, but I don't think that they like the fact that I was there on the show and that I got, the finale. And I don't know. I can talk a little shit, I guess. Maybe too much sometimes, but this, it's a violent sport and it's competitive and nasty, and sometimes shit talking's involved.
Yeah. I mean, did you ever think, crazy ride that you're on right now, you'd ever go over to, Abu Dhabi International, whole new culture, you're probably in for a 15, 20-hour flight. Did you ever think you'd be in this position?
No, I really didn't. I didn't. Once I got to road for the title, I kind of thought that I might be, but I didn't know about Abu Dhabi until Dana had told us about it. But if you go back a year, I never would have thought this was happening. Yeah.
Awesome, man. I mean, you're still a young guy. I'll call you a rookie. You're coming up to your first live audience. You got a lot of steam behind you right now. We've seen Frank, obviously, on the last episode, talk to the finalists, tell you guys that you're going to be on that show. So you've known for a little bit that you're going to be there. I mean, we're less than 2 weeks out now. Has it really sunk in? Or do you think by the time you get on that plane, you're going to get that rush of emotion?
I think it's already sunk in. I think I'll get a little bit more of a rush when I get there, and especially when I see the arena. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty much sunk in. I'm stoked. I'm ready. It's going to be a good night.
Awesome, man. I ask everybody this. If Nate Burnard is watching this, because you know that he is, what do you want to say to him?
I'm sorry they gave you me, bro. Because you're going down fast, and it's going to hurt.
Short and sweet. A couple more before I let you go, though, my man. What do you think of the main and the co-main event? Let's start off. Dumpling versus the Crazy Hawaiian. Who do you think is going to take that one?
I think that's going to be a good fight. I don't know who's going to win it. I know that at some point I want to call out the winner of this match, of their match, but down the line. Okay. So I don't really care who wins. I would like it to be the Crazy Hawaiian, I guess, because he's from the States. But I don't really care. And I think John Davis has his work cut out for him. It's been a long time since he fought, and I don't know how it's going to go for him. It could go well. I have no clue because it's been so long.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, Isaiah Keona is obviously coming into this one, on a really hot win streak. John Davis has been sidelined. So we'll see. I actually just talked to John about that. I said, are you worried about there being any ring rust? And we'll find out, obviously, come October 24th. My man, I want to say safe travels. Finish up the rest of your workouts. Don't get injured. And I look forward to seeing and meeting you, obviously, over in Abu Dhabi. And as you know, you always have a home here on Slap News.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. And I'll see you in Abu Dhabi.